more than a store. We're truck and Jeep experts and have been for over 50 years. From wheel and tire upgrades to full custom builds, 4WP has you covered. Whether you want to order the best parts online or shop in store, do the work yourself, or get it done by a pro, all roads lead to 4WP. Do your rig right. Shop online or find your store at 4WP.com.
Rigid brought you the world's first patented curved light bar. Now, it just got smaller, slimmer, and smarter with the Rigid RDS SR Series Pro. This compact single-row light bar conforms to modern looks and projects more lighting to get you further. Boasting a compact design, gentle curve, and the same proven rigid quality, the RDS SR Series Pro is a new, sleek, and sophisticated way to own the night.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the 2019 Baja 500 here on Fishgistics, brought to you guys by KMC Wheels, 4-Wheel Parts, and Rigid Industries today. So we don't have much change from last hour. The running order is still pretty much the same. There's a couple things that are different. This guy right here behind me, Andy McMillan, is still out front. He is up at the top of Mike's. He is past Mike's, and now they're starting to come back down, headed towards the coast. So they are in the tight technical stuff right now, real slow section of the course, kind of like the beginning of the course, but you're up in the mountains now, real narrow roads and not much room for error up there. So you really got to be careful in this next section. There is some rock sections up there. It's real easy to clip a corner and cut a tire or anything like that. So we'll see what's going on here. We did hear that Andy had a couple flats, I think, so far, and he's still out front. So a couple flats and still running out front. That's pretty quick tire changes from his co-driver there. So good job to the co-driver. Now, let's see. Let's go look over at the map and see where everyone is. So here we go. They're starting to get mixed in with the bikes. So I'm going to turn the bikes off for a minute here so we can get a better look. Let's see. Trophy truck. All right, there we go. So trophy trucks. We can see the 31. Like I said, he's out front. He's at mile 294 right now. So 294.3 for Andy McMillan out front. And then behind him, let's see, we did get an update. So it was Dan right behind Andy, but then Dan had a flat tire also, and Luke got around him, but it looks like Dan might have got back around Luke. I mean, look, Dan's at 292.7 and Luke is at 292.1. So they're within a half mile of each other right there. So maybe Dan got back around Luke. I'm not sure. It just depends when exactly their tracker updated. We're talking about hundreds of feet here, distance between them right now. But they're both still behind Andy. Real close, though. I mean, they're within 2 miles of Andy right now. So this top 3 McMillan freight train is coming through, and they are on it, all of them today. Right behind them, the first person without a name McMillan is Cameron Steele. He is in 4th. Followed by Bryce Menzies in 5th, Robbie Gordon in 6th. Then we have Alan Impudia and Rob McCachran. So Rob McCachran, remember, he started back a ways. I looked between Bryce and Andy. So Bryce started 5 minutes behind Andy. So Bryce has 5 minutes on Andy at the finish. We'll have to remember that. If Andy finishes, Bryce has 5 minutes to finish behind him, and he would beat him. So right now, it looks like he's a little bit farther than 5 minutes, but he's really close, maybe like less than 10 minutes. So I think Bryce is only a couple minutes out of the lead. 4-wheel drive is really going to excel in this section right here. So we'll see what's going on. Let's see. So the 32, Ryan Arciero, someone was asking. He dropped off earlier. Someone else just said, what do you see? Transmission? Somebody said transmission. So Ryan Arciero in the 32 might have had a transmission issue that he's out with. So let's see. What else are we looking for here? What are you guys looking for? Any idea on corrected time? Michael Powell. Yeah, the McMillans are all going to be within a minute to a minute and a half of each other. They all started either a minute or 2 minutes behind Andy, and they're within about a minute or two of Andy right now. So they're all neck and neck. The race is 2 minute split between the top 3 McMillans right now. But Andy is in the lead physically and on time, but not by much. So let's see. Justin Lofton, we just got word. I think he had a drivetrain issue of some sort. Justin Lofton, I believe, is out of the race. So not another good race for his truck that he's racing here. It's a different truck than he races at some of the other races. He's going to be bringing back the Badco truck. This was, I think, what he calls Fury. So he doesn't have very good luck in that truck. So bummer for Justin Lofton. BJ's still going. He's right here. He's in about 15th place right now or so, it looks like, but he is still moving. He's about ready to turn left on the Mike's Road and go up to probably one of his most fun sections that he likes of this race course. I know he likes the tight, technical, back and forth roads. So that's BJ. And we have the 28 right here hanging in there. Some of you were asking about Corey. 28's doing good. Troy Herp's on a trailer. They're done. Gustavo, you got Mark Post still in there. Tavo, you got Gary Magnus having a pretty good run. Got the 40 of Chris Miller. And we got Todd Tools, 79 here, and so on, all the way back. So you can see Justin Lofton here. He's going again, but I think he's been limping it. Maybe they were able to get something fixed, but he definitely had an issue earlier. So he might not totally be out of the race yet, but he's out of the contention for the win at least, is what he was saying. So bummer for Lofton there. Let's go look at the Class 1 cars. I'm going to turn just them on so we can see. So it was Wilson's earlier, and the 100 car is going again. He was stopped for a little while. It looked like he had a little bit of a problem, but he is going again. It doesn't look like the 168. Where'd they go? They're probably right under here, maybe, behind the 138. Looks like there's 2 cars right here to me. Maybe not. So it looks like it's Wilson out front, Brad Wilson, and then we got the 138 second. And we got the 150, 113, Damon Jeffries. He's having a pretty good run. Justin Davis, and Reese Millen. So this is that 4-wheel drive Class 1 car. It's kind of like a UTV, but it's got a bigger motor in it, so it's not UTV legal, but it's a 4-wheel drive car. So good to see them making some progress here. I know they had not much test time on it last race when they were going to race it, and they decided not to race it at the last minute. So that's good to see them moving along. Something new and different from all the other cars there. Go look at the Class 10s. They're going to be behind the Class 1s here, so we'll back it up a little bit. Pretty good race in Class 10 still. We got the 1068 Cody Reed out front, followed by the 1016 and the 1066. So that's going to be your Class 10 top 3. Then it goes back to the pack here. Another class, let's look at the spec trucks. Let me turn them on. Trophy truck spec here. So let's see. There we go. Trophy truck spec. Your leader is going to be, looks like Rafael Navarro now. So we've had quite a few lead changes in the trophy truck spec class. Rafael Navarro is going to be out front. Then we have James Scully, Chad Dorman, Chelsea Magnus, and who's that? Sarah Price. So Sarah Price and Chelsea Magnus, 2 females in the class. They're running right with each other right now. So it's probably pretty fun racing going on there. We got Vincent Munoz back here, Bobby Patton, Charles Durant, and AJ Jones. AJ Jones was up front earlier, and then he had a couple issues. He was stopped a couple times, but he got going again. So a good race for them. Somebody's looking for the 257. Well, the 257 is back here. Shane Redline, he is at mile 168. So it looks like he's running in the top 15 now, Ryan, for the person that was looking for him. So 257 is moving. They're at mile 168. All right, so that's your trophy truck spec update. Let's see, what other class? We'll go look at the UTVs, because I know somebody wants to see about them. The 2917's been out front all day, still out front, Jason Murray. He has a pretty good lead over the 2977 and the 2904. Those are going to be your podium cars. Then we have Justin Smith in the 2927 back here. Craig Scanlon's having a good run today. 4-Wheel Parts, thanks to Craig. They're one of our sponsors of the show today. So glad to see them having a good run. They are currently running in 5th place for them physically. Might be ahead on some time. Let's see, someone's asking Jason McNeil. Jason McNeil is out. They had a blown motor, so the 234 of Jason McNeil is out of the race. They are done for the day, blown motor. Let's see, the other class. Let's see how the Class 11's coming along. There is 7 of them this race. Let's see where the furthest one is. Okay, Class 11s, we got some movement. Mile 67, we got Kent, the 1113 is out front. The 1141 is still going. We got the 1111, Eric Slorenzo. Everyone knows him from Dust to Glory. Then behind him, we have the 1106 is moving and the 1152. So it looks like the only one that's not moving right now is the 1164, and they're probably done because they're back in, looks like they're back in town here. You can see the 1164. So other than that, all the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Class 11 cars are still moving. So pretty cool. Hopefully one of them can get to the finish line. Let's see, 1600 cars. We haven't shown them yet today. There's 7 of them, so not as many this race. The 1616 is out front, followed by the class champion, 1600, is in second. So they're at mile like 152 right now. Then the 1609, 1626, and 1650. So you got the 1616 leading the class 1600 cars right now. All right, we'll look at some of these other classes we haven't looked at for you guys today real quick. Class 5 Unlimited, we have 3 entries in Class 5. Looks like out front we have Trey Hernquist in the 501. Then we have the 510, looks like it's going to be second, and the 527 third. So that's a little, your leader in Class 5 is Trey Hernquist at mile 145. Let's go look at Class 7. We have 4 entries in Class 7. Now this is going to bring up all the Class 7s, 7F and 7S on the same screen here. So Jeff Proctor, his tracker hasn't updated on here, but he is in front. He's up here somewhere. Let's see, what mile was the Honda truck at there, PJ? Let's get an update for you guys.
Well, we're about 15 minutes back. 142.
They were at 142 15 minutes ago. So then the next one in class is right here, the 114. They're at mile 114. So the Honda truck has about a 30-mile lead right now on Class 7. So Honda truck's first. Then we have Scott Brady second. Then we have Dan Shamley, looks like third probably. And then this might be the last one back here. In the 7F class, we have the 704 is first. Looks like the 725 is second. Dave Cole from King of the Hammers, Dave Cole, he is in the 724. He looks like he's in third. And then Brandon Walsh is in fourth at mile 67 right now. So that's them. Someone's asking about the Trophy Truck 99 rollover. I did hear that the Dondale truck rolled. They did not need to be evacuated. They were a little bit banged up, though. So I think they were going to get them some medical attention, but nothing major. Just they were going to go get them checked out. They said they did not need to be flown out of there. There was a couple helicopters that landed, but I heard the truck was torn up pretty bad. So glad to hear that the occupants were pretty much okay, and they weren't worse than what they were. So that's an update for you on the Dale Dondale 99 rollover. All right, we're going to look at the motorcycles real quick, and then I got to get back to other updates. So let's go and scroll out here. So your lead motorcycle is on their way back in through the double section. The first 30 miles there, they're headed back in on it. So Justin Morgan is 24 miles out from the finish. So he's going to be done in half an hour or less than half an hour. 20 or 30 minutes, you're going to see the first bike finish. It looks like it's going to be Justin Morgan. Second bike is the 4X, and he's pretty far back. Then it's the 370. First quad is the 1A. And then the second quad, I think, is going to be the 21A. So same thing going on in the bike and quad class, same order as it's been all day. So, yep, that looks like it's it. So if you want, go over to the score feed. Hopefully they have their feed working at the finish line here. In about 20 or 30 minutes, you'll be able to see the first bike finish and get an interview from them. All right, so we'll be back at 3 o'clock with our next update, and we'll see you guys then. If I hear any breaking news before then, we'll be sure and post it. Hopefully we start getting some more pictures and videos and stuff once these guys get over to the coast. I know there's a lot of people on the coast, and there's good cell phone service over there, so we should be getting some good pictures and video for you guys that I'll be posting up on the site. All right, see you guys back at 3 o'clock. Thanks once again, KMC Wheels, 4 Wheel Parts, and Rigid Industries.